Welcome back to Happening Now, a Fox News alert on the U.S. visa policy with new requirements for European travelers linked to Syria, Iran, Iraq, and Sudan now in effect. Doug McKelway is live for us at the White House with more on that. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Heather. This is a law that Congress passed last December in the aftermath of the Paris and San Bernardino attacks. The Department of Homeland Security just announced, quite literally within the last hour or so, how it is going to be implemented. It will block from travel to the United States those European visa holders with dual citizenship to Iran, Iraq, Sudan, or Syria, or anybody who has been to those countries in the past 5 years. Waivers, however, can be granted on a case-by-case basis. It is very controversial, as you can imagine, in Iran, which says that it violates both the spirit and the letter of the nuke deal by potentially depriving from travel to the United States Iranian businessmen with legitimate business purposes here. But the broader issue of tightening visas as well as immigration and refugee settlement all coming to a head in Washington this week. Yesterday, Senate Democrats, for example, blocked a GOP bill already passed in the House that would require every incoming refugee from Iraq and Syria to be vetted by U.S. intelligence agencies. Senate Democrats tried to link this bill to Donald Trump's controversial views about a temporary ban on Muslims coming into the United States. Here's Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid.
By advancing this bill, Republicans are creating a terrible distraction for the sake of embracing the hateful rhetoric, vitriol of the Republican Party standard bearers, Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. But I guess this should come as no surprise to anyone.
Meanwhile, Texas Governor Greg Abbott today defended his state's lawsuit filed against the federal government that would block any Syrian refugees from being resettled in his state. He was asked whether he thought this lawsuit might be successful.
People raise that same question about whether or not Texas would be able to stop Barack Obama's illegal immigration amnesty. We won in the trial court there. We won in the Court of Appeals there. Now the Supreme Court is taking the case. We hope to be able to prevail in the same way here.
Meanwhile, Trump's call for a temporary ban on Muslims in this country, once decried by many critics as racist, seems not so racist to some of those critics in the aftermath of what happened in Cologne, Germany on New Year's Eve, when hundreds of women were sexually assaulted by people who, it turns out, many of them were recent refugees from the Middle East. Heather, back to you.
Doug McKelway live for